I bet we're live.
Yeah, I think we are.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Zolik.
Yes.
Merry
Happy
Christmas,
holidays.
Brandon. We got Brandon.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We got
Happy
Brandon.
Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. And all that stuff. We got Brandon hiding over there.
Christmas,
Brandon. He's working the laptop. He's our social media wizard. So had a really good. We talked about people that were paying attention to the Facebook page. The last 2 days, I think we were over 3 million views. Mike Johnson was what is it? Southern Wisconsin. What's it? Page called, Brandon? Southern Wisconsin truck pulling. He had a whole bunch of cool videos, like from in the cab and underneath the truck and stuff like that. Him and Brandon were going back and forth on videos, and it seemed like everybody really enjoyed it. So today's Monday, December 26th. My name is Jason Schultz. I got Ryan Zolik with me. Brandon's off camera, and he's working, sharing all of our pages and different stuff like that. So, Ryan, you and I talked about this tonight. We kind of want to have like a live call-in show where we're going to have our phone numbers up there, and you call either one. We're going to call Justin Stuckenschneider first. He's the one who makes the toys for Gordyville, makes a lot of cool toys, but those toys have raised thousands of dollars for the families at Gordyville, so it's a great event. So.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best charitable donations, and what a great year to start off the year at Gordyville and being able to donate to a cause and maybe even win a few things.
Yep, and he's got all of our prizes. He's got all the prizes put together. So if you notice our new video that's in front of our screen up there, what we're doing there, we kind of got our thing blocking it, don't we?
Nope, it's not up yet.
This
is not the live.
Yeah,
this is not the live screen.
So if you receive the sponsorship request package in the mail, that's where your logo is going to be on that video monitor in front of our screen there. So Ryan and I mailed out about 200 of those, I think, in the last week, and looking for sponsors for Let's Grow Pulling for the show, and so we can help send Brandon to different polls and send you to different polls, get more video, more pictures and stuff like that, and to keep growing Let's Grow Pulling every Monday night. So that's what it's all about. So again, Monday, December 26th, let's get Stuckenschneider on the phone. Let's talk some Gordyville, because we're less than 10 days away.
Yes.
Because, I mean, the polling starts on Thursday the 5th. Is that the day on that?
Correct. 5th, 6th, and 7th. 5th,
6th, and 7th. Yep. So basically today's the 26th already. So I know next Wednesday morning we're taking off. We're hoping to get down there and have a good time, and the polling starts Thursday night. So Chuck's checking in. Let us know where you're watching the show from tonight. I gave away 2 tank tops today, courtesy of the Red-Blooded Binder and Molly. Phil Kelly. Sorry, trying to get that's his number right there.
Okay.
Trying to get our phone unlocked there. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, let us know where you're checking in from. We're giving away. We have two NTPA Greg Randall gave me these, and Phil Kelly from the Red Blooded Binder, the Super Farm Tractor Molly sponsor tractor, has given us some money to mail these out to two. We have 2 lucky people left. Send a message to the Facebook page why you deserve one of these 2016 NTPA yearbooks. They're very, very awesome. So gave away a couple ladies' tank tops already. Randy Fournier from Maine and Molly Edmister from California. They won the shirts today. Randy helps us to pay with the poll in Maine, and we put her video up there earlier today. And then Molly nominated her stepdad to win one of our programs. Molly Edmister drives a super farm for the Outlaws, and she won one of the T-shirts, the tank tops, and Randy Fournier works with Maine. I have had a couple different things going on today. So far for the NTPA program books, Jason Rock, I believe he was from Hudsonville, Michigan, and he nominated his 5-year-old son to get one of these. So I sent one to him. And then Morgan from California nominated her stepdad.
What are you doing?
Her dad's Stuckenschneider. He's on the phone.
Yes.
What's up, Justin? How are you, buddy?
Pretty good. You have a good Christmas?
We did. Yeah, welcome to Let's Grow Pulling with the Beer Money Pulling team.
I didn't know I was going to be online.
Well, of course you're going to be online. What else? What do you think we're going to do, Justin?
Well, you're putting me on the spot.
Well, yeah, but you're from Missouri. You'll figure it out really good. I'm not afraid of you. So, if you're just joining us, my name is Jason Schultz. I'm the owner of the Beer Money Pulling team, and we have Justin Stuckenschneider with us. And Ryan and I were just talking about some of the tractors that you make, Justin. They've raised thousands of dollars for these family, and this year we're raising money for Drew Rice and Daryl Stoll. And right now, people that are watching the page, we have the grand prize and the second grand prize up there. So, Justin, welcome to Let's Grow Pulling. Beer Money Pulling team. Not all of us are going to be down there, but the majority of us with the tractor are going to be down there next Wednesday. So we're happy to have you on the show. So tell us about Justin Stuckenschneider, and tell us about your memorial raffle and all the things you have going on.
Well, I think this will be the 11th raffle we've done since Clint's kind of started this whole indoor tractor pull. Drew lost his life back in, I think, September.
Yes.
And to a farming incident, and then also Daryl Stoll, he had cancer, so we we kind of knew that he probably wouldn't make it forever, but he held on pretty strong there towards the end. But he passed away back in November. And, you know, me and Klint like to get together every year and do something like this for the fellow pullers and stuff, you know, because it's a family away from home that you can't wait to see every summer and in the winter too. So this is kind of what we're doing. And I reached out to a lot of the you know, builders and stuff again this year, since it was kind of a big deal losing 2 people, and they all kind of got together and donated a lot of cool stuff that we're also raffling off along with the model of each of the toys. So there's some awesome prizes, and I hope everybody takes that into consideration and buys, you know, 1 ticket, 10, 20, 100, I don't care. We got plenty of them, so.
Yeah, it says 1 ticket for 10, 3 tickets for 20, and then how many tickets you get for the $100? Is it 20 tickets?
20 tickets, so it's like $5 a ticket when you buy 20 of them.
And you can buy those at whatsmokin.net right now, correct?
Yeah, I think Clint's taking all the ticket sales down sometime this week. If you might ask him tonight.
Yeah, we'll ask him a little bit later.
I think he said at the end of the month.
Yeah, so Ryan said that Clint will take them down at the end of the month, the 30th or 31st. So you can still buy them online. But you talk about I mean, so you're raffling off 2 toys? Is that what you're doing this year?
Yeah, we're raffling the first grand prize, which will be drawn Saturday night. It'll be a model of Drew's tractor, the Satisfaction. And then if the winner... Yep, the John Deere 6030. And if the winner doesn't want the toy, they have an option of taking $1,000 cash that's put up by Don Slama for the Hillsboro Charity Tractor Pull Group. And I think that is August 11th and 12th this coming year. And then another item in that whole prize is the Hartz Diesel voucher. Mark Hawthorne up there at Hawthorne Tire Cutting, they donate in a clock. Like, you've seen them, haven't you?
They're really cool.
Pedal tractor clocks.
Yeah, they're really, really cool.
It'll have a picture of Drew's tractor in the center. And then Brian Lively's donating a pro pulling subscription for a year. And then you guys are donating an 18 by 24 framed canvas. Yeah,
Ryan Rusink, one of our members, he lives in Des Moines, Iowa, and he's donating a couple. He's stepped up and donated a couple pictures of the actual tractors there. So that's really cool.
Yeah. But, you know, everybody can see the list there if you got it put up, so I won't go on and on about it. But basically, you know, there's some pretty cool items. You know, I kind of grouped these together the best way I seen fit, because I don't want to have to pull 20 raffle tickets. So we're just doing 4 big prizes this year.
Yep. So you have first place, second place. Right now we're showing third and fourth up on the screen. So third place.
So basically, the grand prize will be Saturday night, and then the model of Daryl Stoll's tractor. Matt Castor's putting up $1,000 for it if they don't want the toy, and he owns the Front Street Farm Toys, and he'll actually be set up in Gordyville selling toy tractors as well. And then here's one thing I want to really touch base with, because these guys are good friends with, or they were good friends with Drew, and they got a new technology out. It's his name's John Bamber. He owns Bambler Engineering. And he makes all them billet cylinder heads, you know, for the light supers.
Yeah.
Well, him and Luke Miller, who also owns 300 Plus Performance, they've gotten together over the past 3 or 4 years and designed this hitch. And what it does is it's got different, I don't know the correct words for these technical names, but basically it's got like little switches in it. And it monitors the levelness of the hitch, so when your front end comes up, it makes a graph for how far in the air your front end is. And then it measures down force. And it also measures, like, horizontal force. So basically, it'll kind of, you know, looking at this graph, it'll tell you where you had your most pull on your tires throughout the hook, according to how high your front end is in the air. So these guys, the first one they ever put on a tractor was on Drew Rice's a couple years ago. And that's what they're going to donate to raffle off in the second prize. And it, you know, they value this thing at about $2,500 to $3,000. So I thought that was really neat. But he said that they don't have many of them out there. So I told him I really wanted to help him advertise this, because, you know, with polling and everything, the technology is just getting to be more advanced. And I think this is a big key, and people need to know about it.
That's Bambler Engineering 300 Plus Performance you're talking about right now, right?
Yeah.
So right now, if you're just joining the show, we have Justin Stuckenschneider with us. He's the one who makes the toys for the raffles at Gordyville. Also makes toys all year long, and does a really good job with that. But like Ryan and I were talking, Justin, your toys have helped raise thousands of dollars for Gordyville for these families, and it's just an awesome event. I really got to be a part of it last year when I was announcing down there with Miles and different things like that when we did the Full Metal Jacket tractor. And
you ended up with that.
Yep, one of them sitting right there on my desk. And but it's really, really cool. And I look at it every day, and I'm like, you know what? I love my office, and I love what you do. So it's very, very cool. So thank you for all that, Justin.
It means a lot. It's fun. You get to meet a lot of cool people doing it, and
I'm telling you. I'm sorry, Justin, but people are excited about Gordyville. I mean, it is game time. I think it's coming so early right after Christmas. We're basically 10 days away from Gordyville now. We've had Klint on about every single show the last 6 weeks since Thanksgiving? I think we've had Klint on every single night. We try to call him towards the end of our show, and the show's reaching 150 to 160,000 plus people now, and with reach, we're getting 15 to 20,000 video views live. So it's pretty awesome what's all going on there. So really, really excited about all that. So that's why it was good to have you on tonight and talk about the raffle, because the more raffle tickets you can sell, the better off you are. So Eric Pruitt's watching from the Polling Radio Network. I mean, we've had Carlton Cope watching the show. Jordan Lustig sent us stuff. Robbie Fagundes just commented in here right now from California. Doug Borth just commented from Ellsworth, Wisconsin. So, I mean, we have so many people watching the show now. So that's what it's all about, is how do we get the word out so more people are buying raffle tickets. Whatsmoking.net is where you can buy, what did we say, 1 for 5? Is that what the price is? 1 for 10? 1 for 10.
1 for 10. 3 for 20. 3 for 20.
And then 20 for 100. So I'm going to be jumping in on that 20 for 100 thing here real quick here, Justin. Don't you worry about that. So I'm excited about all this. So.
One thing I do want to add, I forgot to put on that flyer, is you remember Kenny? He always has the twister engine.
Engine stands. Yep.
Okay, he did this for the Beal raffle 3 or 4 years ago, and he donates $100 for every stand that is sold or picked up at Gordyville.
Okay.
So and when I talked to him the other day, he said he's got 4 of them that getting picked up at Gordyville. So I know there's already $400 he's donating.
So he's donating at least $400 worth. So awesome.
So. But those are pretty cool stands. If you got a chance, you need to go down there and check them out. They're pretty slick.
So, Justin, before we let you go, can you read down again read down through first, second, third, and fourth for me? So we give a plug to everybody that's helping you out, because a lot of people come together. Unless you're at Gordyville, you really don't understand the importance of that. And you do not have to be at Gordyville to win this.
No, you do not.
That's correct.
But another thing I want to make sure everybody realizes, if you buy one ticket, it's good for every prize, but if that ticket is pulled, then you're out of the drawing.
That's okay. I think people understand that. They're not going to be...
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to put your ticket back in. So, if you win the very first prize, your ticket's not in there for the last prize.
Yep. Oh, cool.
That's one thing people have gotten confused of in the past. But so if you buy 20 tickets, you're good.
Yep. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. Andrew Armstead he's on the Polling Radio Network with his show Sidetracked. I know he's going to be down there. He's building a light limited super stock for 2017, and he said that's awesome. So the more people we can get talking about your raffle, Justin, it's better for everybody. And I knew Daryl Stoll very well. Watched been pulling for 5 or 6 years. I met Drew last year at Gordyville, but you meet so many people at Gordyville. It's hard to keep up with everybody, but you talk about a tough run in John Deere. That Satisfaction tractor run hard, and what they did with everything down there. Yeah, they had that big pole. Where was his pole at in Tennessee? Right, that's where he was from.
Yeah.
What was that called? Tennessee.
They had that big pole for him in
October.
What was it, Justin?
He was from Friendship, Tennessee.
Yep, they had a big pole for him, and Andy Gerbach just jumped on. So love your new house, by the way. He's been watching you on Facebook, so that's cool. That's cool. So you just got married this year a little bit. So what's going on there at the home front?
Back in September. So
that's
it was.
Awesome.
Andrew's at
she puts up with me sitting out here late nights building these dang toys. So
you do an amazing job. Like I said, I the Full Metal Jacket's literally 3 feet in front of me, and people can see it on the show. And I get comments all the time. Hey, where'd you get that Full Metal Jacket? The Minneapolis Moline and stuff like that. So I always try to tag you in all those posts that I can. So.
Well, hey, you do know that the real one's for sale. That'd be right up your alley.
Yeah, I'm not quite ready for the pro stock thing yet. So trust me, I've thought about it. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think Sarah would.
Honey, I'm not gonna lie. So, what's the weather like in Missouri for you tonight?
Do what?
What's the weather like in Missouri?
Well, it was about a high of 50 today, so kind of crazy. Last Sunday it was -4, and then yesterday on Christmas it was about 48 to 50.
Yeah, we were -40.
We were -40 last Sunday, so if that makes you feel any better, so.
Were you really?
And we were about 45 on yesterday.
It was 45 yesterday.
Yep.
So I made a bunch of snowmen after church, and then it started raining. We got like a half inch of rain yesterday, and like 3 of my 6 snowmen fell down on my yard. So
Yeah, I see you're down.
that made me sad. That made me
Frosty
sad.
melted away.
So if you're wondering who we're talking to, we got Justin Stuckenschneider on the phone. He makes the great toys that we're going to be raffling off at Gordyville. Justin, before we let you go, anybody else you want to thank or anybody like that?
I want to thank Clint and all you guys for all you do. It's cool what you're doing, and I think it's awesome. And just everybody that helps with this raffle. I know you don't get near enough credit for it. I don't like taking all of it, but I couldn't do it with all the sponsors and everybody that helps put this together. So thanks, God bless, and we'll see you in, 10 days?
Yes, sir. What day are you heading down?
Excuse me?
What day are you going to head down? What day? Wednesday?
I'm going to be down there Wednesday,
Okay.
so I'll be down there the whole thing.
Yeah, we're taking off
we'll-
Wednesday. We're taking off Wednesday morning. We can bring in the tractor because we pull Friday night this year, so we can bring the tractor either in late Thursday night or right away Friday morning. So I know Brent was been trying to figure out what he's going to do. So
yeah, we won't sell tickets Wednesday. We'll start Thursday night selling tickets. So, and that's the other thing I want to. The first grand prize that'll be Saturday night, which is Drew's tractor. And then the second place raffle, which is Daryl Stoll's and the hitch and all that, that'll be drawn Friday night.
okay,
And then second place will be drawn Friday afternoon, or third place will be drawn Friday afternoon, and then fourth place will be drawn Saturday afternoon.
but you'll continue to sell tickets all the way through, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely, perfect.
Yep.
I
But,
honestly think, Justin, this is going to be one of the biggest crowds Clint's ever had for Gordyville. It's been crazy
With
the amount of people that have been.
26 pro stocks, that's unreal.
Yeah, and the 4-1s are running on Friday night. I know we have, I think, 35 4-1s on Friday
Yeah,
night.
there's
heat.
two heat.
Two heat.
2 heats, yep. So that's going to be tough
no,
to bust into that top 4. I'm a little sour about that. I got to talk to Clint
Well,
about that a little bit.
you got big shoes to fill there, Schultz.
I know after Gaffney wins the whole thing last year, so that's
And had
okay.
it-
And won the PPL.
What's that?
And he won the PPL.
Yep, yeah, we won Badger State points, so it was a very good year.
He's going to be really upset if you let him down.
I know. We've had this talk already, trust me.
Yeah, the bar's going to be high for 2017.
Yeah, we're going to get out there and run some Silver Series. Brent's going to drive the tractor at Silver Series polls. I'm going to drive it at Gordyville, Louisville, and then I'll be driving it at Badger State and some NTPA hooks we want to go to. But Brent really wants to try to see if he can keep up with Tony McDonald with the Silver Series and the bullheaded binder and the real deer and the Hartmans and some of those tough competitors out there on the Silver Series. So we're excited to get out there and have some fun.
It's tough out there. They
Very
got a
tough.
good thing going.
Very, very tough. Hey, Justin, thank you for everything, and we'll keep plugging the toys for you. But what's smoking.net if you want to buy a raffle ticket? 1 for 10, 3 for 20, or 20 tickets for $100. So it's not just the toys, Ryan. It's a whole bunch of
Yeah,
stuff.
there's a bunch of different great items
there's-
out there.
I kind of roughly
Plus the money's
figured
going to a
it's
good
about
cause.
12. There's about $12,000 worth of stuff you can win. So
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So pictures for the clocks from Hawthorne's already. Somebody commented. One of our admins did. So we'll have to get some of those up there.
That might be Matt. You
think that's Matt?
Might be.
Might be Ryan. Ryan Rusinker.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Or is he doing the clocks for him?
No, Ryan's doing the pictures for us, the canvases. I'm not sure who's doing the clocks for Mark. So Scott's in the house from ISP. Okay, very good. So Craig Ladwig, never given up, says Merry Christmas.
Andrew
so thank
said
you.
Hopefully they have enough beer down there.
Yeah, they won't run out of
No, I
beer
don't
for
think
Drew.
so, no.
If Gordyville runs out of beer, things got really. Oh, that was Seek. Okay, Ryan Seek, our buddy from East Central Iowa, commented on that. So, Justin, thank you for everything, and we'll see you in about 10 days, bud. Okay.
sounds good. Take care.
Yep. God bless. Take care. So if you're just joining us, we had Justin Stuckenschneider from he builds all the cool toys. I don't know exactly what he calls his toy company, but he builds toys all summer long and different things like that. So what we want to do tonight, I talked about it with Brandon and Ryan. We want to do a live call-in show. So if you could transition over there. So which phone number do you want them to call first?
They can do the first number listed first.
Okay.
That's yours.
Yeah,
So
you want to transition
since
that
it's
over?
already hooked
So
up,
we show that there. So we want to do a live call-in show tonight with our fans. We want to know basically what you enjoyed most about 2016 and what you're most looking forward to in 2017 or anything else that you want to talk about pulling. Give my phone a ring, 608-604-5068. Uh-oh, yeah. Come on, Drew. You can call in, buddy. And we can just talk about what you enjoyed most about 2016, what you're thinking about for 2017 and beyond, and just have a good open discussion. We got about 30 minutes or so.
Yep.
We'll call Klint about 7:45. We want to talk to our fans. We always have a lot of people watching on the show, and they do a lot of comments and stuff like that. But I thought it'd be good to call and get some people going. So, kind of taking a flyer on this, Ryan. We've never done anything like this before.
Yeah,
so.
well, we'll see how it goes.
What's the worst thing that could happen?
I know. What is?
And nothing, not that bad. So, well, Jason, let us talk. Depends how good you are.
Yeah. I'm the screener, so
that's what it's all about. Like going. So, yeah, had a good Christmas here up in Wisconsin. We talked about the weather a little bit. So, who's calling us?
Oh, Andrew's already.
Hey, Drew's on.
Number one.
Let's get Andrew on there.
Okay. Tell him
Andrew,
I'm hooking it up here.
Yeah, we're hooking you up right now, Andrew. So, hit the top button. Andrew, how are you, buddy?
Oh, pretty good. I could have told you about doing this call-in show stuff a long time ago. You're crazy for trying it.
Well, you've tried it. You tried it like you've tried it like 4 or 5 times, haven't you?
Yeah, oh, yeah, we do it a bunch, actually. We got our own system set up for doing that now. It's pretty cool. I'll fill you in on that. So.
Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, so what do you think about it?
What's the name?
We're getting beat over from Ryan in the background there, Jason.
Yeah, no, Ryan's grabbing the other line right now. So we're trying to do 2 things at once. We're trying to be like a fancy radio station and have 2 people calling in. So we'll give. Who do we have in there next?
Jamie.
Jamie's in. Is that Jamie Qualls?
No, yeah.
Is it Qualls?
I think so.
Well, we'll talk to Drew for a little
bit. We'll talk in Gordyville about that one. Get you guys set up with that.
Yeah.
But,
Drew, what's your biggest memory? What's your favorite memory? What are some of your thoughts from 2016? You're very involved with the Pulling Radio Network. You got your own podcast show, very, very popular. We had you up in October. Tell us, I met you face to face at Bowling Green for the first time. We had a blast there. But what are some of your 2016 memories?
2016 was probably the biggest year I've been involved with polling, and I've been heavily involved for 15 years. But just from my announcing taking off, joining Pulling Radio Network, starting my own podcast, which we got our 1-year anniversary this coming week after the first, will be our first full year of doing a podcast. But getting to travel, you bringing us up to Wisconsin this year was absolutely amazing. Being part of Bowling Green's 50th, just like you were. We were there for Pulling Radio Network. The people I got to meet was simply amazing. I can't wait for 2017, considering how 2016 went. It was just a blast. Getting to hang out with you guys in Wisconsin definitely was a highlight.
That's good to hear. So if you're just joining us, we're doing a live call-in show tonight. Right now we're talking to Andrew Armstead from Sidetrack. He has his own show on the Pulling Radio Network. Good friend of the Beer Money Pulling team. And so I'm going to see you at Gordyville next week, right? Is that the plan?
Oh, yeah. I will be at Gordyville doing a lot of ambassador work for the Light Limited classes. And you'll be probably going to be hopping on mic a couple times. So
yeah, absolutely.
With any luck.
I got to talk to Scott Spiegelberg the other day. I got elected to be the new vice president of Badger State Tractor Pullers. Craig Ledwig stepped down after 20 years. Craig's got the never given up pro stock, and he just decided it was time to kind of slow down a little bit. His kids are getting at an age where he's really running around and different things like that. So I've had my eyes opened, Andrew, in the last month on what it takes to run a pulling organization. And I'm going to be very, very humble and say I still don't have a clue, but I've seen a lot in the last month, and I had no idea how much it took to run a pulling organization. But one of the most exciting things that came out of the Badger State rules thing. So what's I don't know how all the other associations work, Andrew, but we have a big general meeting, and then each class breaks up into their own class breakout, and then they come back to the board with what they think they want to do for their class, and then then the board ultimately says yes or no, and we rarely go against the class what the class decision wants unless we think something's terrible. But the Badger State Tractor Pullers, the most diesel organization in the pulling, when we talk about pulling, has allowed the light limited super stocks to come in. Now, maybe not all the way. I talked to Scott Spiegelberg a little bit, where the rear ends matching the sheet metal and different things like that. We have some different things to work out. I know Scott Spiegelberg, I think, has 3 light limited super stocks, Drew, but he's
correct.
And he actually has a light super now too. Blackburn, Josh and Terry Blackburn built him a brand new light super that'll be out with Region 3 and 5 this summer, but they are truly working on nationwide light limited super stock rules. I mean, he basically said their weights from 6,000 all the way up to 6,750. So we are.
I'll plead the fifth.
You'll plead the fifth?
Plead the fifth on that rule set.
Okay. That's all you're going to say?
I'll go as far as to say there is conversation, and Gordyville will know more on what exactly is happening. But we did see Badger State joined similar rules to South Central Wisconsin, which is what the bulk of the polling organizations north of the Bob, KTPA, Mid-South clubs like that are running, is that South Central Wisconsin rule set. So it was great to see Badger State align with what is being done with national rules for the class.
Yeah, though it's going to be exciting to see. I'm just excited that the Badger State guys have said, we're going to let the alcohol tractors come run with us. I think they proposed basically that the alcohol tractors can weigh 6,250. They can run a 30.5 tire, where the diesels are going to stay at 6,500 pounds, and they're going to run the 24-inch tire. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. I think we'll get going, but we're definitely going to have that class May 13th at Motorsports Mayhem that we're going to get you back up here again. Drew, if that works out in your schedule, we'll talk about that more in a couple months. But that's our big test and tune, our demo derby, our snowmobile grass drags, ATV drags, things like that. But I'm super excited about that because this will be the first time as a Badger State tractor pullers we get to offer the alcohol tractors. And Drew, I got to watch that class down in Decatur, Illinois 2 summers ago when Klint was running the farm show down there. And, man, I'm telling you, it was a heck of a class. I mean, I was literally super excited as a fan, as a promoter, as the Beer Money pulling team. I was like, man, this is something that's really going to be cool as it grows. You know what I mean?
And, that's something this year Ed Schubridge, been a big proponent for the Northern Light Limited Superstock Tour, which started, it'll be 2 years ago now, and did the North-South 300. I believe Decatur was in on that one. Tipton, Indiana, Greenville, Michigan, Armada, Michigan, Shedden, Ontario, Little Valley, and Langford, New York. They did like 4 or 5 hooks in Ohio, Ashtabula, a bunch of them down there with Ron Bailey and the crew there. But this year I got brought in, along with Charles Post, my cohort, to be the official announcers for the Light Limited Superstock Tour. And my love for the class has been great for a long time. It's been in the state here for about 10 years in Michigan. And it's grown exponentially to where we used to be just the west side of the state. Now we have it on the east side, including one of Scott Spiegelberg's former tractors, Whiskey Throttle, the Alice Chalmers 185. So I've really gotten into the class, and then this past winter I agreed to buy a tractor for myself. And actually I'm currently dealing with Carl from Atlas Parts and doing a lot of the groundwork to get that up and running. Probably won't be done for this season, but definitely will be out for 2018.
Awesome. Well, hey, Andrew, thanks for calling into the show. We appreciate all that you do for pulling and continue to do that. So we're going to let you go, and we're going to take our next caller. Okay, bud?
All right. We'll see you guys in 10 days.
Yep. Thanks, Drew.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. So, Ryan, do we know who we got coming on? You think this is Jamie Qualls?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it is?
I could kind of hear him.
Yeah, I think it's Jamie. So we'll see what he's got going on here. Runs around with the Boyers. The super. Jamie, is this you? Jamie Qualls? He's listening to the show. I can hear it in the background.
I can hear the background stuff.
Jamie, can you hear us, buddy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Talk to me, Jamie Qualls. What's shaking? How was your Christmas, buddy?
Yeah, got a Arch 4K TV.
A 4K TV?
Watching polling on it.
Is that pretty cool?
Yeah, I've been watching some stuff on my phone hooked up to it. It's pretty nice. So
awesome. So Jamie, you run around with the Boyers, and then their super modified two-wheel drive truck pulling team. So you get to go to all the big events. What are some of your favorite memories from 2016?
I'm telling everybody right now, make your plans and go down to Benson to go lap more to pull down at Benson at Goliath.
Is that
class facility?
Is that Memorial Day weekend?
Depends on how
it's the weekend after.
Yeah.
The weekend after Memorial Day. So what makes that event so great, Jamie?
To me, it is Mr. Wells. The facility is second to none. They got old bleach noise that is from Daytona International Speedway. All the seats got backs on them like folding shells. Pit areas all paved. Austin lighting. So I mean,
it sounds like top notch.
Facility.
It sounds top notch, Jamie. Sounds top notch. So what's in plan for the Boyer team? What's in plans for Jamie Qualls for 2017? Where are you heading this year? What are you doing? I know you're working a lot with Eric Pruitt and the guys from the Pulling Radio Network. I saw you did some interviews and stuff for them last year. What are you excited about, Jamie, for 2017?
Just get out there, meet some more fans, and get some more interviews, and seeing what else can happen and just try to promote something that I love ever since I've been a kid.
No, I agree. How long have you been a pulling fan, Jamie?
My whole life.
Your whole
Basically, watching it on the OT&T days on TNN and ESPN as a kid. So
no, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. So if you're just joining us, I'm sorry,
from
Jamie.
the 80s, growing up in the 90s, watching the ATPA. Shoot, I remember watching the ATPA stuff when I was in high school, not eating my lunch to watch that sports on TV.
Hey, you're a committed fan. If you're just joining us, we're doing a live call-in show tonight. My name is Jason Schultz. I got Ryan Zolik next to us. My phone number is open, so our next caller, call 608-604-5068, and you can. We want to know what your biggest memories were about 2016 and what you're looking forward to 2017. Right now, we have Jamie Qualls on the phone with us right now, and he's best known to us as he runs around with the Boyer Motorsports. They have two-wheel drives, so got to know Austin, and Jamie was one of my first podcasts on the Pulling Radio Network, so I was pretty excited about that. So thank you for all that you do for Pulling, Jamie. I really appreciate it.
Hey, you do a lot too, Jason. So, I mean, just keep it going. And Goshen might have you guys class in the morning session. They got a Indiana Pulling Week, and they might be bringing in your guys' class, so might as well pack your bag and come to Goshen this show.
We're not afraid of Goshen, Indiana, so that'd be pretty cool. We're excited about, our goal was to win the Badger State points this year, and we were able to do that. Brent did a really good job driving the tractor. I drove it, I would say 4 or 5 times, but Brent did most of the heavy lifting to get us that points championship, and we're really excited about that. And we're going to step out there next year and run the Silver Series. Still going to support Badger State. That's where we're from, and we're going to also hit a few NTPA polls as well. So that's what it's all about. So we're really excited.
Congratulations on that championship, Jason.
Thank you.
You guys deserve it. So
thank you very much. So we're going to let you go, Jamie, and you take care, buddy. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, talk to you guys soon. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Thanks,
Bye.
Jamie. That was Jamie Qualls, and just a super Pulling fan. He runs around with Boyer Motorsports, did some interviews for the Pulling Radio Network and things like that. So we have both phone lines open now. So, we've never tried this open call-in before, Ryan. So, we thought we'd try this tonight. So if you want to give us a call, 608-604-5068 or 608-383-3445. We're not afraid of either one. Just give us a call and talk to Ryan and I. Again, kind of have it. We're showing pictures out there on the monitor. Some of those pictures that are showing right now are from Greenwich, New York. Chuck McGlanty brought me out there. He's got the back and back super farm. So
why didn't you explain it if anyone's interested in sponsorship? What's actually the purpose?
So that's where we're gonna. If you receive a sponsorship package, that's where we're gonna put your logo out there while the show's going on. That's how we're gonna give you that prominent thing. We're gonna talk about your business, how it relates to pulling, different things like that. We're gonna give you a couple interviews a year. We're gonna put your logo on our pulling trailer. So if anybody's interested in sponsoring Let's Grow Pulling and the Beer Money Pulling team, let us know. And if you didn't receive a letter, we mailed those out right before Christmas, right?
Yeah, so
I think we got those out. They should have them by now, or have them the next day or two.
Week, yeah.
I'm not sure exactly how the mail's going. So if you're watching, we're live on Facebook at the Beer Money Pulling team. Let us know where you're checking in from. There's questions. Our last comment was Hybrid Redneck was awesome. The 480 gas truck shootout was a blast to compete in. Tough Trucks hoping to put Empty Pockets back in the top for next year. So I want to thank Jeff Gawley for lining all that up. So when I think of 2016, Ryan, it was a great summer for me because I got to go to Bowling Green for the first time. And when people ask me about Bowling Green, I say it's the fans. It's a fans experience. The camping, the party, and I've never seen beach balls ever in the grandstands before. It's so much more than just a pull. Yes. It truly is an event. I got the Let's Live a Little guys. Skylar Nebar and Kenny Eggleston brought me out there. I got to announce some monster truck shows for them and some truck and tractor pulls out there for them. So again, if you want to call into the show, plug your pulling association.
If you're a promoter with a pull for next year, want to plug that or anything.
It's all about
promotion.
If
you're a photographer or do video work, any organization.
Drew warned us about the live show, so we'll have to see what happens. So we've had 2 calls already, so that's not bad. I'm happy with that. We didn't get skunked. So it's all good. I got to go out west of Wyoming. I was in Gillette, Wyoming, Riverton, Wyoming. Got to see lots of good pulling and different things like that. It was a great summer for us. When I look forward to 2017, I'm excited to kind of see where the pro stock tractors are going because that is such a unlimited class with a single charge tractor and different things like that. You know, the cost of running that class is just incredible. And I thank all the Pro Stock guys for continuing to put that show on. It's amazing what they do for us. So, and that's ultimately what it comes down to. So again, we're going to call Klint Tucker in about 10 minutes or so and see what's shaking for Gordyville. Like we said, we're less than 10 days away. You and I went on, a week ago on a Sunday night. We talked about the Kentucky Invitational.
We talked about Murfreesboro.
Yep. Cloverdale.
Cornhusker Classic.
Yep, in March. What else? What's the one in Pennsylvania? Keystone?
The Keystone Nationals.
Yeah, there's a lot of indoor polls more than just Gordyville.
The Southern Invitational.
Is that the Murfreesboro one? I know I have it up on up on the screen there. So Chuck Hobbs says Tri-County Mini Rod Pullers is a great club.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised Chuck didn't
Why isn't
call
Chuck
in.
called in
I
yet?
know,
What's
he
Chuck
is a
scared
super
of?
fan.
Chuck is like one of our groupies. Hey, there we go. Somebody's calling us right now.
Oh, they're from Wisconsin. So.
Yep, 608-343. Maybe somebody wants a mortgage on their house. We'll see
That
what
would
happens.
be funny.
Hey, this is Jason with the Beer Money Pulling Team. Who do we got on the phone with us?
Colin Burkholz.
Colin.
Burkholz. What's going on,
Well, we
buddy?
knew it was from the area.
Oh, we're sitting here eating leftovers from Christmas dinner.
What did Don make you?
What was that?
What did your mom make you?
Prime rib.
Oh,
we got fancy.
You spent your points check on prime rib this year.
Yeah. So.
Real quick, so Mayor Wamble does say yes. Southern Invitational is the Murfreesboro Poll.
Okay.
So we've been talking about that.
Yeah.
Colin, you know we're going to have your video on the show tonight on the screen in front of you. But congratulations to you and your dad for coming out and winning the 540 Light Pro first year with the Badger State Tractor Pullers. You guys were dominant with Tri-State Truck and Tractor Pullers for 3, 4, 5 years. You've been a good friend of Brent and I. Your dad's the one who told me about my 1206 that I bought from Colpit. And it was right down the road from your guys. I remember the day I went to pick it up, your little mom, that little Chihuahua dog. That goes crazy.
Yeah.
What's that dog's name? Is it still around?
What's their dog? Oh, Butch?
But it's the little tiny one that runs around and it jumps up in the...
Oh, no, that one, I think that one passed away, but I think that was Misty or something. It's been so long.
Yeah.
All I can remember is that when you won the championship at Monroe, you're thanking my dad for how much money you spent.
Well, because of him, I've got to enjoy spending thousands and thousands of dollars on pulling tractors.
Yeah.
So I might have been drinking whiskey right after I got off the tractor. As soon as they handed me a cup as soon as I got off there. So, but no.
Yeah, we really enjoyed the success we had this year, and kind of jumping into a brand new thing. Kind of two classes are really nothing alike. Going from the 20.8s to the 24.5s, and pretty much doubling our horsepower.
I was just gonna say, going from 1,200 horse to 2,400 horse. That's got to be a
it's quite a difference, and actually taking away 1,000 pounds. Going from 95 to 85, and our front end up was up and down a whole lot this year. But we got pretty lucky with our luck this year. We winning that championship, and it's going to be a lot harder next year. Al Paulson's building his, and John Jr. will be out even stronger next year, his, and overall, you can't complain. Then we went to Fort Recovery this year and run against 29 light pros over there, and getting in the pull-off out of 7 and getting fourth. You can't. That was a win and then some for us coming back, and we really enjoyed this year. And the class seemed to really grow. It's going to grow. Can't thank you, Jason, enough for promoting the class, and you seem to really like it. So things are only looking up for the class this year. Can't complain.
I love the 540 Light Pro class. Had no idea how awesome it was until I saw it in Gordyville a couple times. But indoor pulling is great, but it's still nothing like outdoor pulling. Let's be honest. Indoor pulling is kind of a different thing there. We got somebody calling in on the wrong line there, but we'll call them back. We'll call that number back. But Colin, what was Ellsworth, Wisconsin? Was that the first? Not Ellsworth. That's Doug's pull. I'm thinking Ettrick, Wisconsin. Was that the first? Was that the first time you ever drove the Light Pro tractor?
Yeah, Ettrick.
Yeah, Ettrick.
Yeah, that was our first time down the track, so I was pretty nervous, and tagged the wheelie bars twice, even bent the wheelie bar, and it seemed after that run, everything seemed easy. After that, once you get a pass after that, everything seems easy. But you'll never forget that. That was amazing how it ran, and even just we got second, but
we felt winners again there. Just make it down the track. I even fist bumped. I was just so happy the tractor ran, and Chris Pickler and them guys in Mondovi Tractor did a great job. They always do a great job. They work with everybody really great. That's the thing about Poland. Everybody's one big family, and
yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you was how you guys honestly, went from being dominant with 466 Hot Farm with Tri-State, and even when you would come pull with Badger State, you were very, very competitive. How you made that jump and were so successful this first year? Did Pickler do all the work on the tractor? Who all helped you out with all that?
Oh, John Ulich, our neighbor, who you actually bought your tractor from.
Yep.
The 1206, he did a lot. He still does a lot of fab work for the tractor. He builds like our crossover pipes and a lot of the welding on the tractor, and had a lot to do this year. A lot of different stuff had to be built. That bigger charger and stuff. And Mark Hawthorne did a lot of good work, tires and stuff, and just a lot of great help. It's really good team effort. But John Ulich, he does a lot of help on the tractor. Probably our number 2 guy behind Chris Pickler and the guys at Mondovi Tractor. So
yeah, that's one thing. You know how much I respect you and your dad as competitors on the track, but with Badger State not having a huge light pro showing this year, we didn't know how your tractor sounds good and it runs good, Colin. But until you went out to Fort Recovery and ran in Region 2 out there?
Yeah,
it's Region 2 out there. They got.
That's where it's at, right? That's where the best
like,
light pros in the country are, right?
That's where it's
Region
2.
Oh, that's the hot spot. It's 33. They run like 33 times in the schedule, and like they run Monday. They have like Monday, Tuesday hooks 3-4 times a year, and it's insane how many times they got to run.
Wow.
And the guy who encountered a hawk with nothing special, he only missed 1 hook. So
wow,
I believe so. It's you got to fight almost. If you hit all the Badger State and Silver Series hooks and whatever you could, I don't know if we could hit. If you could hit 35 hooks a year, just imagine having that with just one organization.
No, that's crazy. Is that all Region 2, or is that like some Hoosier State? What is
Region 2?
All Region 2.
Region 2 hooks.
So I'm guessing between 2-wheel drive trucks and light pros, that's what makes up Region 2, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
those are their 2 biggest classes.
That's Poland country out there. That's hot spot, and then we go hit WTPA hooks. Like Ridgeland, we got the win over there.
Yep.
That was a hook of like 12 tractors, and that's where we'd kind of go. That was the measuring stick in Wisconsin, anyways. And them guys are just as competitive as Region 2 guys are now. Light pros over here figured out a lot over the past couple of years, and them guys don't run too shabby either. They're just as competitive.
Yeah, I pick on Colin because all but 1 hook this past summer he won when I was at. So
yours
yeah. I was like,
so Ryan's your lucky charm, Colin.
We weren't full blown class. We couldn't get Ryan a section in our points check this year. So maybe next year, Ryan, you got to show up.
Okay,
you
I'll be
spent
there.
it all on prime rib anyway, Colin. So
Yeah, we appreciate all the videos you did, Ryan. You got them, and they're really good videos. So you did a good job on them, and you did a really good job on the points championship video.
He did. And Brandon got some really good videos of your tractor. I know Ettrick for sure, and a couple other places. So we always share your stuff. So hey, Colin, we're gonna let you go. We got another caller coming in from the 419. Area is that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Is that Ohio?
Thank you for all you do, Jason. I really appreciate you taking my call. It's great to talk to you.
No, thanks for calling in.
I'm sure we'll see you sometime soon.
Take care. Tell your dad hi, okay?
Oh, I will.
Thanks.
Bye.
So, Ryan, we got a caller from the 419. So
mystery caller.
Mystery caller?
Yes.
We'll see who this is. So, hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, who we got on the phone with us?
Jason Dave Schultz out of Bowling Green.
Holy cow. The Bowling Green is in the house tonight. What's going on? Thanks for calling.
Oh, man, I try to listen every week and enjoy the show, and wanted to give you guys a call in, and you guys were kind of asking our favorite stuff over the year. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, being our 50th, it went off almost without a hitch. Being able to pull out Saturday night was just unbelievable.
That was amazing because we did the Saturday afternoon session, and then it started raining, and I went underneath the where they have the museum there, right underneath the South Grandstand, and where they had a lot of the legend pullers and stuff. And I started talking to Kevin Dick and Jeremy Krieger, and we had a bunch of guys down there, and I thought there is no way I mean, it was raining sideways about 6 o'clock, but everybody kind of stuck with it, and everybody was patient. And I think about 8 o'clock, he said, "We're going to have this thing." And all of a sudden, the people, it's like they just woke up out of the campground and started rolling in. I think we got started about 9 o'clock Saturday night. Does that sound about right?
Yep. Yeah. It just, the track crew, they put their heart into it, and we're able to turn that thing around, and pretty much set the bar now that if it stops raining, you got to pull.
Yeah. You did.
But and our crew keeps talking about it, and it's like, holy cow, how are we going to do that again? And we'll do what we do.
Yeah, but Saturday night at Bowling Green is everything, and we talk about Bowling Green a lot on the show, and I'm actually showing Bowling Green pictures right now up on our screen in front of us. It was such an event. That's actually Greenwich, New York there, but I know I got some Bowling Green pictures mixed there because I've been hearing about Bowling Green my whole life. You got to go to Bowling Green. You got to go to Bowling Green. You got to go to Bowling Green, and it's amazing. It is. I've never had that much fun in my life at a pull. It's because of the people too. I mean, the pulling's great. I'm not taking anything away from the pulling, but the fans are what make Bowling Green amazing. The camping, the passion, the T-shirts. I mean, I have never seen that many people having that much fun at one time in their whole life at Bowling Green. It's insane. So, what do you have in store for us for 2017?
Well, we're bringing the limited mods. We're actually adding a class.
The light limited. Are they called light limited?
Light unlimited. Light unlimited.
Light unlimited. That's like RJ Simon and the guys, right? The 2-engine ones.
Yep.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, they're a fun class. Very fun class.
What format?
And we're looking.
I'm sorry. What format are you going to run with? Like, are the finals going to be on Saturday night? Or are you going to have a Sunday session again this year? Or what are you thinking? Or do you have not gone that far yet?
Now, what we did is we ended up doing we're going to pull on Thursday night.
Nice.
And we are not going to. We went back to just the normal schedule, but we bumped what was normally Sunday. We're doing it on Thursday night.
Okay.
And so it's going to be a little bit of a change. I mean, unfortunately, the crowds weren't as big, on Sunday for normal, our normal years, and so we're going to give this a shot. And I think it'll be a big thing. I mean, a lot of the pullers say, they get there early, and it'll be nice to be able to have Sunday as a travel day.
Yeah.
So,
well,
I think it'll be a positive thing. The feedback's been huge.
I think so too, Dave. Because so many of the pullers get out there early in the week, to get that parking spot in the pits. So you're going to go Thursday night, Friday day, Friday night, Saturday day, Saturday night, 5 sessions. Am I saying that right for Bowling Green?
Yep. And so we're gonna our grand finale will be Saturday night, under the lights. So I think it'll be huge. I think it'll be huge for us.
So what does a Bowling Green? I mean, when Bowling Green is the measuring stick for everybody else to look up to, what other polls do you go to around you to check out things that are going on?
I go down to Wapakoneta. I go out to, they got one in Napoleon, they got one in Sandusky. Unfortunately, over the last couple of years, I've had my son at home and things like that, so I haven't been able to spend the time. But he's now, out of the house and married, so I know I'll personally be going to, farther away than I normally have been. But I hit a lot of the local polls here, just to get out and see what's out there, and been a member of our club, for 14, 15 years, and definitely go to as many polls as I can. If we go somewhere on vacation, I'll stop, and if there's a poll somewhere, I'll definitely go to it.
Absolutely. So what does the Bowling Green team do all winter long? I mean, do you have how many meetings you have for all the blue shirts?
Say that again? For
the blue shirts, like how much planning, how many meetings do you have for the pull for the big Bowling Green National Tractor Pulling Championships in the winter and the off season?
We actually have a monthly meeting.
Okay.
And then our board of directors meet twice a month.
Okay.
And so we are already planning. We were actually planning 2017 before 2016 was totally in the books. And, so we basically plan a year in advance. On the 50th, we worked almost 2 full years to be able to put the show together.
Well, you definitely nailed it. You definitely nailed it. It was an amazing. It was an amazing place to be. I mean, when we talk about pulling a lot on our page, people bring up Bowling Green all the time. I mean, Justin Bennett, just said Bowling Green is the best party pull. It's just stuff like that. So I mean, that's what it's about. It's an experience, and that's what Bowling Green continues to be. And you've done that when you guys had the camping grounds and different things like that. So kudos to you for everybody for recognizing that. I heard one of the announcers say there's more campers at Bowling Green than there is at a NASCAR event. Did I hear that right?
A lot of the races, we had more campers at stake for almost a week before, and so it's exciting. Being a blue shirt is a huge responsibility because we always want to put on the very best show, and we. When I go places, I'll have a jacket on. I was, in Austin, Texas, 2 years ago. Somebody come up and said, "Oh my God, I go every year," and people see us, and it's something I'm proud to be a part of, and meet a lot of cool people.
No, it is. It is. Well, thank you for calling in tonight. It's great to have you on, and hopefully we can have you back on more as we move into 2017 and promote the big one in Bowling Green, Ohio. Well, thank you for calling in.
Hey, thanks for having me. Enjoyed the show.
Hey, thank you. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Well, that's pretty cool when you get the Bowling Green guys to call in. So
must be doing something right.
Must be doing something right. So that's pretty cool. It's time to get Tucker on the phone. If you want to ring him in on one of our phones here. We are 10 days away from Gordyville. You have to see it. Yeah, did anybody, has everybody heard our Christmas song? Flagman got ran over by a John Deere?
We'll have to play that tonight.
We will. We've had about 3,700 views on YouTube, and I think on Facebook it's had 7,000 views. So I think we got a lot of good things going on there. And I want to thank the people who bought the Beer Money Pulling Team shirts. Jerry Crow's sister, I think if I remember her name, Schrader. Her last name was Schrader. She bought some shirts, and she already paid me, so that makes me happy.
Yeah, that's always a plus.
I like that. So we're trying to call Klint Tucker right now on the phone and see what's shaking with him, and we'll get him on. Hey, it's Jason. Is that okay? Can you talk to me tonight, Klint? Klint, this is Jason.
How's it going up there?
Good. We've had our first live show tonight. So if you're just joining us, this is Jason Schultz of Let's Grow Pulling and
Call-in show.
Yeah. And I got the Klint Tucker, like when they say the Ohio State University, I got the Klint Tucker on the phone. Hey, buddy. So man, we had a good call-in show. Andrew Armstead called in from the Pulling Radio Network, and then we had Jamie Qualls call in. And then we just had Colin Burkholz called in, and Dave Schultz just called me from Bowling Green. So, I like that. That's pretty cool. I like the call.
Yeah, we had a good variety.
We had a good variety. We mixed it up good, and then now we're getting our mainstay, Klint Tucker. We've been hammering Gordyville, buddy. We had Justin Stuckenschneider on to start the show off. We talked about all the prizes he's doing and different things like that. So, what's it like to be Klint Tucker when you're 10 days away from Gordyville?
Well, this is the time of year it gets pretty hectic, and some of the non-fun things start happening. The thing we're having to deal with right now is a few guys are still trying to get into the show at the last second here, and it really throws our numbers off. And we're dealing with that. It's really complicated things whenever guys procrastinate to this time. We've had to tell some guys no, but we're going to work through it and get a plan together for the future. Maybe we want to deal with this. Second thing, this is also when our phones are pretty off the hook from our great fans that seems like we have the same questions every year. We not only are we the promoters of the event, this time of year we're also the travel agent. We got to find hotels for people. Today a guy was having a hard time finding a flight, so I got him coordinated on how to get a flight into Champaign-Urbana's airport. So these are the kind of things that I don't think very many promoters have to put up with, but we do it and we enjoy it. But it gets completely nuts this time of year. But all we say is in 10 days it'll all be over. And
once it starts, it doesn't stop, Klint, and that's what makes it great.
Yeah,
it literally is. It's nonstop. Friday and Saturday, and Thursday's always a great night. Thursday night, but basically Friday there's a couple hours, set break between sessions, if you will. But it just goes all. I mean, that's the tiredest I am every year when I get home from Gordyville, because it's just it's nonstop.
Same here.
I bet.
Same here.
You feel like you have mono like for 2 weeks after the event. So. What is
Yeah.
what message?
We used
Go ahead, Clint.
we used to have that. We always called it the Louisville hangover. Whenever you drove, we always said when we was in college, driving up that hill coming out of Louisville was the worst sensation ever, because now we knew all the fun we were looking forward to during the winter was over, and now we've got to finish college and go back to working for Dad. But now with Gordyville and the Keystone and Eaton and Melissa's full out at Lincoln, we got a lot of stuff to look forward to in the winter. So
Yeah,
it makes the Louisville hangover not so bad.
That's one thing Ryan and I did actually last Sunday night. I was driving home from was it Thanksgiving? No, not Christmas. I don't know.
4 weeks
That was
ago.
weeks. Last Sunday night, I called Ryan in the afternoon and said, Ryan, come up to the house tonight. We got to do like a Sunday pre-show, because all we've been doing is talking
You
about
haven't been drinking
Gordyville.
whiskey.
I haven't been drinking whiskey. I should get into that pretty quick here, pretty soon. I'd hate to get sober. But that's one thing, Clint, we've been talking about. Is like there are so many other indoor polls besides Gordyville and Louisville now. And we kind of touched base of those on a Sunday night. And, we talked about Eaton. We talked about Cornhusker. We talked about the National Farm Machinery Show a little bit. The Keystone. What are all the different ones we talked about? I'm trying to think.
There's so many now, yeah.
Murfreesboro. So that's the one thing. But Clint, what made you decide to get Gordyville going? What encourages a guy to do a big indoor poll like this?
Well, the first time we went out and videoed, I helped Carol and Joe video the poll out in Columbus. It was always called the DeKalb Super Poll, and it was in Columbus, Ohio, in the Gordyville Center there on the Ohio State Fairgrounds. And the first year I went out there and helped them, they were doing like the naturally aspirated super stocks, little V and hot rod class, and they had a class of hot farms, looking tractors, and then they had super farms. And at that time, I was one of the super farm guys in the United States, and that kind of motivated us. Well, the next year, Carol and Joe couldn't do it, and they said, "Tucker, can you go out there and do it? Take your brother." So I did, and then the next year, I did the same thing, but I took Darren Pickett with me, and Darren's one of my board members on Well Smoking. We went on our travels back, and I asked him, I was like, "You think we can pull this off back home? Something like this?" Tom McConnell had got a smoke machine going for the Fort Wayne poll. I talked to Tom, and he said he'd let us rent it, and so we decided we'd try it. But our primary basis was, at the time, we wasn't good enough to get in Louisville with our super farms, so we made a show for everybody else. And we invited the boys from the Keystone State, the Foresters, out to pull with us. We invited a lot of 3x4 tractors from Iowa. Hell, I think your dad was our very first one with Blackjack. And, we had a bunch of classes stuck together that didn't have a home anywhere else. And we had no intentions of ever pulling pro stocks in there. Then Jeff Sapp called me and said, "Hey, I don't know if your smoke machine will handle us, but I got in Louisville first time, a little bit nervous going down there. With my pro stock, I'd like to come and make a pass there with you." Well, so Dan Christiani, the guy that's kind of helps in charge of Louisville, he goes, "Wouldn't mind having a shakedown run there in February." It didn't run, I didn't know if he didn't have a very good pass at Fort Wayne or what the scenario was. But anyway, so we ended up having 15, 16 pro stocks our very first year, and that kind of solidified us then when we had the big pros in there along with everything else. And, the 4-1's first pull down the track was a little indoor pull was at Gordyville. I think the first light pro pull indoors was at Gordyville.
I got introduced into the light pro class. That's what makes it great. So there are a lot of people chattering about the diesel trucks pulling Saturday afternoon. Kudos to you. Did you end up with 9 or 10 of them now? How many you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 of them?
Yep.
Yeah, we got 8 of them finally. We had to get a broom and sweep some shops out, but I think we got them.
Okay. So Cole Matthews.
We should have.
Jamie Lars, Jim Greenway.
Yep.
Ben Brocknocker, Jason Wayman, Jess Hardison, Jason Hill, and Mark Thomford. So I recognize at least half those trucks. So you have some, probably, I can honestly say, the best 3.0 trucks that I know of in the nation at Gordyville on Saturday afternoon, between Lars and Hill and Thomford. Because everywhere Lars goes, Lars went to outlaw pulls and won. He won Badger State points, and he went down to that big pull, that shit.
Georgia.
Diesel's dark in the corners. And he won that too. So kudos to you on that. And Jason Hill, I don't think anybody beat him all summer on the Western Series, did they, Clint? Or did he break once? I think that's the only time somebody got him.
He got beat. He got beat once at Fayette because he went too far the night before Milan and broke the camshaft.
Okay.
And so he couldn't run at Fayette, but I think that's the only time he got beat.
Yeah, you got the top 2 trucks out of the Badger State there with Jamie and Mark. That's 1 and 2 points, so that's great.
And I hope this works. I mean, those things are very unique to deal with inside. I'm going to ask those guys for their patience because I think we're going to pit them in a different style than we've ever done before. It's going to be new experience and everything. We'll see how it works. If this doesn't work and we want to keep the diesel pickup trucks involved with us, we'll have to do something else. But our numbers this year have grown tremendously over last year. I don't know. I can't put a finger on it why. The farm economy out there is not the best. $3.40 corn this fall wasn't the best. But it seems like this is just one of our big years.
Clint, it's a destination poll. It truly is. I can't believe that, like, when we post anything about Gordyville, it goes nuts on our page. It just does, the shares and different things like that. And people are talking about Gordyville, and they're getting excited. So that's what it's all about.
Ask them about the contest with the shares and likes.
Oh, yeah. What? Yeah, did you do some shares and contests and likes on the What's Smoking Facebook page?
Yep.
I know Jesse did some contests where if you shared a post, we can bring that up.
He hasn't told me who won that yet. I need to find out and get the tickets and pass the cents. But yeah, today I noticed a while ago just looking at our website that I think today was our largest ticket sales day yet.
Good.
And we since the post office opens tomorrow, we will have those processed and in the mail, and you can get them to the people. I don't say we're running out of time, but sooner the better, because the post office will start healing up after Christmas and we'll get back to normal. But we process tickets same day. I think we're going to take ticket orders clear up to New Year's Eve. Then we'll probably shut it down New Year's Day, process orders we got, get them in the mail, because the Monday after, the train starts rolling that way, and everything, all the tractors in the back, all the equipment, all the sleds and everything will start moving that way. And we will be in that building Monday afternoon, and we will have a pulling track made by Monday night before we go to bed, and it'll have the magic juice in it. We're probably going to have about 12 or 15 guys working in there pretty solid Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we'll start taking tractors in the building hopefully Wednesday at noon.
Yeah. Is this the earliest you've ever had Gordyville before, Clint? Is this the earliest date, 5th, 6th, and 7th of January?
What's that again, Jason?
I'm sorry. Is this the earliest you've ever had the event?
No, we've been early before, but she has never had a horse show on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
And a horse sale on New Year's Day. That threw a huge crowbar into our planning. Normally, when we're early, the building's available to us the last 2 weeks of December, so we go over there and build a track, have everything prepared, have the building in the back laid out with all the numbers and the cards and the spots. We have all that done prior to the first of the year. And then once we get there, it's just basically get all the paperwork out, get the table set up, guys start rolling in, and we're ready. But this year, I don't know. This is going to be quite an undertaking to do it in 48 hours, or 36 hours, really, because we're going to be tight on time. But we'll do it. We can do it. It's just, it's getting crunch time, and being early is great. I hate it, for the guys in Kentucky, because we're on top of them, and I don't like two indoors on top of one another, because we both need we all need the vehicles. I think we took some from them that I regret, but it is what it is. It's Gordyville. We like being early, I guess, on some aspects of it, and we like being in the middle under other aspects. But we'll be ready.
No, we absolutely will be. You always will be ready, Clint. And that's one thing about Gordyville. is I know you hear comments all the time. Klint should go run Louisville, and the show's so fast. And we've shared the videos of Joe Hurd, moving the tractors around the pits. It is so organized, Klint, and that's kudos to you. But still, what at the end of the day, what makes Gordyville? This is the Louisville for the light limited super stock class, for the 8500 classic super stocks, the hot rod tractors. These tractors that don't get a chance to pull, I'm going to say it, at a national level, at a Champions Tour or a Grand National. This is their chance, Klint. This is their spotlight. This is their this is it. This is their Super Bowl of pulling, if you will, and that's why it means so much to people, Klint. That's what makes it great. That's why people take vacations to go to Gordyville, and the fact that you keep it so affordable, $82, I think you can get for all the sessions. That's amazing. That way to go, Klint. Thank you very much for keeping it affordable for the fans.
Well, we try our best, and I know. This year we're going to try to pay the highest purse in history that we've ever done there. And, some guys are going to come out there with more money than they ever have. And I hope they appreciate it because it's not easy. And we don't get the big sponsors like some of the other major events do because our building is not that impressive. We can't hold 10,000 people. We're out in the middle of nowhere, If you are from, the East Coast to the West Coast or middle of Minnesota or the middle of Tennessee and you come to Gordyville, you're like, what is this? Why is this here? And, but if you're a corn farmer, and you live around that Gordyville, Gifford area, it's a pretty nice place to be. You can raise a lot of corn and soybeans here.
Absolutely.
It's one of the better farming communities I've ever been around. They get around it. They get around this event. The people in that town support the event, and we put on indoor polls a lot of places.
Yep.
And normally, you ask some of the guys around there, like Jeff Suits and the Harnses, the Hannigans, Kurt Simmons. He works for PPL and ITPA, and he helps. He's on our board as well. You ask him, I need this, and you know what? Within hours, it's there. It's there, and so there's a lot of resources in that environment over there, and everything we need is there. Just like we're trying to monkey around this tube cart, and Carl Downs already said, "Hey, if you need my help, with everything I can throw at you to make this thing work, let us know." And look, why do I need him? I told him, I said, you might as well figure out bringing a truck out there with a grinder, torch, metal, because putting this thing together is going to be, no one's ever done this. There's nobody to call. We got to do it ourselves.
Klint, I just started looking at the comments a little bit while we were talking to you, and Joe Hurd says, we've done it before, and we will do it again. So he says, we got this. We got this. So
yeah, it's just, Joe will actually probably be starting to run equipment up there. I think me and him and Brandon Holcomb starting Thursday and Friday.
Okay, of this week already?
Yeah, this week we'll have the generators and try to get the cables and all that stuff over there in the building, get them warmed up, and hopefully they'll have one little spot there where the horses won't chew on them. Yeah. We can stick them inside and get them warmed up because stringing cold cable is terrible. And the sleds and everybody, Dave Harry wants to be there now. Trying to get set up.
Well, let's put the pulling sleds in with the horses and see. I know Jeff Butts, Moonshine Motorsports will be there again. So those are two sleds you're having, Dave and him. So that's exciting about all that. So it's just
Jeff Butts is a tremendous help. He brings a crew. His crew are second to none. To be, I forget whenever we started partnering up with Jeff. I don't think it's been 5 years yet, but Jeff is a number one Cadillac operation to work with.
Yeah, he does a good job. He's very, very passionate. Very, very passionate about pulling. Knows what's going on. He knows what's going on in the pulling world too. He does a really good job of keeping an eye on everything.
Well, those guys come from pulling. They all were diesel pickup truck pullers, and they got into the sled business. I don't know why they want to do this, but they did, and they've been great help. And we're going to use Jeff a lot this winter. We're going to have his operators in the sled quite a bit to give Dave some breaks because nobody needs to sit in that thing 18 hours a day. That's cruel. So we're going to switch operators in and out all weekend and get some. We're going to concentrate a little harder on our sled settings this year. The sand pile stuff's fun. A lot of guys, really think that's neat. but we're not going to make it a habit. You know, you're going to have to earn it to get in that pile this year.
Yeah,
and
Jeff.
I've told everybody that.
Jeff actually commented. Brent started the remedy up today. Brent had the remedy outside, and he was getting all cleaned up and stuff. And he actually made a post on there that getting it ready for the sand pile at Gordyville. And Jeff commented, "Oh no, you're not. You better bring all the horsepower you have." So I called out Bausma because I said all the John Deere guys have all the money and all the horsepower, but Bausma hasn't been on Facebook yet today. But it's
Yeah.
fun. That's what it's all about, Clint. I mean, it is. I mean, if you haven't been to Gordyville, you need to go. I've been there at least, I don't know, I can't, 8, 9, 10 times. How many years have you had Gordyville now, Clint?
This is number 13.
This is number 13.
This is lucky 13.
Lucky 13. I like how you said that, Clint. And as your fingers are crossed and you're smoking a cigarette back there. So no, but what's the most? What are the most fans, Clint? How many people do you think you've had in there at one time, or do you not want to talk about it in case the fire guys listening, the fire chief?
I don't have no clue, but I bet we are close to, between fans and pullers, close to 4,000 to 5 on Friday and Saturday night.
Yep,
is what we're close to. It's hard to tell because nobody sits down. You know, once the bleachers get full, everybody mills around.
Yeah, no, I mean I've seen it. I mean on Saturday nights, Clint, I've seen it where, you know, the stands are packed, but then it's just packed on both sides behind, and people are just having a good time, and that's what it is. I don't know. I'm proud to be part of it. We're proud to, to help you promote it the most we can, and that's what it's all about. I mean, Gordyville's Gordyville.
Well, and we can't thank you guys enough doing what you're doing and letting us visit on a week-to-week basis. So I wish I had more information and more stuff so we could present, but it just kind of gets overwhelming. It is what it is. We got a lot of tractors. We're going to have a lot of fun. We got, the best people I know. So, I mean, from one end of the building to the other, doing the job that and a hobby that they love. We get a lot of calls this time of year. Do you ever sell out? No, we've never sold out. We keep selling tickets every year. People's like, well, the first come first serve seating, yes, but once you get in there, you can put your cushions down and take your blankets down, and get your spots back next day. But it is what it is. It's just bleachers in a building with a lot of tractors and a lot of horsepower.
At the end of the day, Clint, it's so well run, and that's a credit to you and your team because it is so well run. How many vehicles you push through in those sessions? It's unbelievable. And people, the pullers that are involved in it, again, they want to be there, and they appreciate you, Clint. You've always been honest with everybody from day one. That's one thing about Klint Tucker. You don't beat around the bush. You don't lie to people. It is what it is. I've been with you in uncomfortable situations like Decatur, Illinois, with the stupid police department and the noise ordinance thing, and you handled that. You handled that like a mature businessman. You said, "Hey, fellas, it is what it is. We're going to start earlier," and and that's what it is. I like how you just say, "Bring it on. Let's figure it out." And you've surrounded yourself with a great bunch of people, Brandon and Joe. I don't know everybody that helps you, but you have an amazing team, and amazing people. Leaders surround themselves with good people, Clint, and that's what it takes. So
I've learned from the best. Don Farma, and then you surround yourself with talented people, and you don't have to be the smartest guy on earth to have something nice like this. And we burn up a lot of airtime. We talk on the phone constantly. We start in September. We're still doing it, communicating day to day about this, that, and the other. Certain guys on our board handle certain things. I handle the paperwork. I handle getting the numbers together. I always tell them, I'll take care of what goes on in the squared circle. You guys take care of everything on the outside.
Yep.
And if you need anything, you let me know. If you need some grease for a squeaky wheel, let me know. We'll grease it. We just try to communicate as much as we can amongst ourselves because communication is key. We started in November, our very first year around Thanksgiving, and we put everything together to do a pull the first week in February, and it somewhat worked. Now we work on it. I work on it personally around just about every week of the year. We do something that's related to Gordyville. That it's either order equipment, maintain equipment, order this, order that, meet with engineers, building this, building that, trying to make the place better. And, more user-friendly and more streamlined, and hopefully things don't break down. But, we've had our struggles, and we've had some problems, and dealing with it in a quick manner is the key, because I think we're over 510 hooks now.
Jeez.
And
that's a lot.
And my biggest fear is not getting everything down the track on Saturday afternoon. I have a huge fear right now that we're going to have to bump one class to the evening. I hope we don't have to, but we might have to, because we can't pull till 7 o'clock and then start the evening show at 8:30. We might have to move something to the evening show, and most guys fully understand that. They're there for the duration anyway.
If they're there for Saturday, Clint, they're there for the whole day, bud.
Yeah.
So everybody's gonna work with you. You know that. So.
Right. And some more information I'm gonna get out there. Been getting some phone calls from some vendors. The vendors start getting in the building anytime there on Wednesday. Get your stuff set up. We're gonna get also a lot of phone calls from tractor pullers and about parts, bringing parts, needing this, needing that. We love everybody coming, but we are not a swap meet. We have to be working on the show constantly during the show. We don't borrow out our telehandlers to go outside and pick up tires and move them from one trailer to the other. We don't move blocks around. The best thing to do is if you got some parts you want to swap amongst the pickup trucks, come in the back. Go find the Gordyville guys that hang around that deep freeze back there by the warm-up box.
Yep.
They are more than happy for a couple $20 bills to run their fork truck outside and move around whatever you need to move around. That's not a What's Smoking thing. That's our Gordyville staff thing. So get a hold of them. They're more than happy to do it. You might have to do it in some different parking lots because 500 hooks, that creates about the minimum of 400 semis.
Yeah, Joe just commented, as of Wednesday night, there's 519 competitors hooked.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and we have an average of about 8 to 10% don't make it. Guys are still praying their parts come in tomorrow. I mean, UPS is used a lot this week to get things finalized. I mean, I've seen pictures of tractors that look like there's no way in the world they're going to make it. But
yep, I have too. They send them to our page.
Guys are trying, and I apologize all I can for being so early in the year, but it is what it is. That's just the nature of this beast, and but I mean, it is what it is. But that's one thing, since our itinerary is out, Fuller should be getting them. A lot of guys are asking me when they can get in the building. Pretty much states it on there. It's on our website. It's on our Facebook page. If you pull Friday night, chances are you're not getting in the building Thursday. That's probably not going to happen. But if you get there early on Friday morning, we'll get you in your spot and get you warmed up. Got all day to warm up. The building's going to be full. There's going to be 120, 130 tractors in there probably, I would say, by Friday at noon.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
hey, Clint,
work with us.
Yep.
And we'll do the best we can.
I want to ask you one last question before we let you go. And there's a lot of first-timers coming to Gordyville this year because we're seeing them. They comment on our Facebook page and our Instagram and our Twitter. It's like, hey, first time I'm going to Gordyville. Mike Shamper's from here by Green Bay, Appleton area, just commented on her. What advice do you give to a first-time a Gordyville virgin, let's say? What advice do you give them as a spectator?
Well, the advice I give them is get there early, get your tickets or your pit passes early, get your seats taped off, get you a designated driver because the cops are out. You guys have a lot of fun there. Get your designated driver. There's some good places to eat around there. Rantoul's got a couple decent places. Gifford's got a couple of nice places to eat. Explore around the area before you get set down in there. Don't wait till the show gets over on Thursday night to try to figure out what you're doing because it might be 1 o'clock in the morning, and then you're kind of limited. Dress warm. I think we got a decent forecast right now. Looks like we're going to be in the 40s and 30s. We've got a lot of rain down here today. I don't know how much they got over at Gifford, but got a lot of rain here. We're kind of hoping for a little cold weather to help maybe freeze it up a little bit to get the parking lot solid. But just be prepared. You know, bring lots of ibuprofen, bring lots of Pepto-Bismol, and be ready for some long sessions and lots of pulling. I always tell people, you know, make sure you get out and talk to the vendors. You know, we're selling a lot of raffle tickets. We need so much more of those. Those available. They'll be available to the 31st. You know, and also, even though if you don't buy a pit pass, our pit area is open all day Thursday till 5 o'clock. Then we run you out, and it's available. It's open all morning on Friday till about 10. Then we run you out. You know, for understandable reasons.
Yeah. There's not a lot of room once you start moving vehicles around.
No,
I tell new people that come, go introduce yourself to these guys that are coming and pulling us from California. You know, they're interesting guys. Go introduce yourself to the Don Slamas, the Henry Evermans, the Lance Littles. You know, go see these guys, because this is about the only time you can actually sit there and have a beer and visit with them.
Yep.
In their environment, and talk to them, because this is a unique situation. You can see more pullers at our event in 3 days than you can see anywhere else in the United States, and that's any pull.
No, agreed. Hands down, you're going to see the most iron you can. And like I said, you're bringing in the pro stocks. You get the super farms.
Variety.
Yep, it's amazing, Clint. It's amazing. So a lot of comments on the page right now. Justin Bennett says, get a pork chop sandwich at the pool. So speaking of that, they look at the economic impact that event has for that area of Illinois. I mean, I hope they support you with sponsorship and stuff, Clint. I mean, I really do, because I know how much money we spend down there, just our beer money pulling team gang. And I'm bringing the shuttle bus down again. That's our fun bus. One of us stays sober to drive that back to the hotels, and I think the record on there is 33 people. I think we've had stuffed into the shuttle bus before. Wow. So it's standing room only. Usually after what's that little bar that's right next to the arena there? What's that bar called? What's that bar called, Clint? That's right next to the arena.
Oh,
the Roadhouse or something.
Front there. I had something to change. It's changed its name since we started, but yeah, that's a nice little place to hang out too between sessions. Or if you just get sick of it, you can go up there and kind of hang out there. They got pretty good food. I know you'd probably be shocked to realize this. I've not been in there in 10 years.
Imagine that. You're kind of busy, Clint. You're kind of busy. Very, very busy. So, hey, Clint, we're going to let you go. Thank you for joining us. Do you want to come on next Monday night as well, one more time or you could be too busy next Monday night?
Well, you can call us. We might be in a pickup truck, but thanks to these headsets, we can talk to you and kind of give you an update. You know, maybe something might pop up in the next week that we need to let everybody know about. And and another thing I forgot to mention. The guys in the 4-1 class, guys in light pros and pro stocks, we really like to have everybody have their turbocharger safety blankets on for Gordyville. You can get them. You can get them from several different places. You know, I've been telling everybody to get a hold of the Hartz Diesel. They're going to have a lot of blankets put on compressor housing. It's a safety deal. You're going to have them next year if you're pulling in the pro pulling league. So get that part of safety stuff together in the next week, 10 days if you can. Make sure they get their parking passes and all that stuff in their trucks and get their security. It's going to be there, I think, starting on Wednesday. If you don't have a parking pass in your hauler or your rig, you're not getting in the south parking lot. And make sure everybody be safe getting there.
Yep. And Joe Hurd just commented. He says we can do a group call next Monday night. So Joe's in for next Monday night. So.
Yeah, Joe and Brandon will be here. Maybe they can talk to you guys. They haven't talked on radio yet.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I've had Brandon on my podcast before, but never on the live show like this. And the place next door is called the Stagecoach. So that's what. So as soon as we mention something on the air, people help us out. So if we can't think of something, Clint, our fans can. So Clint, we're going to let you go. I can't thank you enough.
Guys.
I can't thank you enough for being a promoter and surrounding yourself with good people and putting on an event like this. I'm excited to announce down there with the Krieger family and my buddy Art Downs and everybody, and it's just going to be great. And driving the Remedy Friday night, and you're making it tough on us. Top 4 to get in the finals. I need to.
Yep, it's just.
It is what it is, all right.
It's just a big family reunion. We're all getting together, and we're all going to get together here in a few days.
Perfect, Clint. Thanks for everything. Merry Christmas, buddy.
Hey, you too, buddy. You guys have a happy New Year, and we'll see you at Gordyville.
Awesome. So, thank you. That was Klint Tucker we had on the phone. So, what a good show we had tonight, Ryan. Start out with Justin Stuckenschneider. Makes the toys for the raffle. Get your raffle tickets. Go to whatsmoking.net. Clint said they're going to sell them up through the 31st.
Correct.
1 for 10, 3 for 20, or $100 you get 20 tickets. Then we had some great live callers tonight. Jamie Qualls, Andrew from Pulling Radio Network, Dave Schultz from Bowling Green. He's in charge of he's their main marketing promo guy out there. Got to know him last year. Not related to me. As a Schultz, but he does spell it the same way.
Okay, I was going to see was it spelled the same way because there's a couple different spellings.
And then, of course, our good friends Colin Burkholz called in. So the live show was fun. I enjoyed that a lot. Of course, to get Clint on and we'll have to figure out what we're going to do after Gordyville to talk about. What are we going to do? We'll figure it out.
There's a time to
Brandon will think of something. Brandon always thinks of something. So Scott Vivian from ISP told us to stop by the booth. So I try to watch the comments, but you still want to be doing the best you can. Yes. So I appreciate the support of the show. It's just been a great year. Again, I want to thank Brandon Johnson, our Facebook wizard, social media wizard, for teaching us how to do all this.
With Cloverdale a couple weeks after, so I might have to do something for that.
We'll get Greg Randall on the phone, and some of the NTPA guys get going on that. And again, the Pulling Radio Network guys are supporting the Kentucky Invitational. They've asked me to be a judge for their ticket giveaway on the 29th. Or actually, I think the ticket giveaway is on the 1st. So I know Joey Frazier, myself, Miles Krieger, maybe a couple other people are helping kind of pick the finalists. And I think Eric Pruitt has something to do with that. So, Scott just commented, awesome show tonight. So, Chuck, our groupie, he sent us a video earlier. Eric Shraven Photography always takes pictures at Gordyville for us as well. So, it's just going to be great. Jason Hill's picking on me, left foot, right foot. So, making sure I touch hopefully the tractor goes straight at Gordyville. I don't got to worry about it.
Yeah, that's always the best.
Yeah, so I got big shoes to fill with Gaffney driving that thing all the time. So
I know.
I really like the screen we put out front. Again, that's where we're going to, if you sponsored Let's Grow Pulling, that's where we're going to have your logo. And it just kind of it adds to the show. We're working it back here. Brandon's promoting the show on Facebook on the laptop, and then we're just sharing everything we can. So it's exciting. I'm excited for 2017. What am I most looking forward to? I'm looking to see more fans at the polls. I'm really hoping that with all that we're doing and with everybody's doing for social media and the promoting side of it, that more fans go to the polls. I mean, that's ultimately what it comes down to, because we want to see it get to the next level and get more sponsors and just keep growing pulling. That's why I want to grow pulling personally, is more fans, more money for the promoters, get sponsorship involved, because we are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars.
More chatter. Get more chatter about the sport, because a lot of people I talk to that have never been to one, they think of just your farm tractors that people use on a daily basis. They don't think of a 2,000 horsepower tractor or a 15,000 horsepower modified or whatever we think about when we see the sports. That's something that hopefully in the years to come, especially next year, we can start to get more chatter with the social media.
Yeah, and that's where I think, like with the Facebook page, it's been exciting because I know that we have, Brandon schedules all these videos. He's showing these 5-engine mods and tractors and trucks and stuff like that. But it's like now, how do we get the people that are seeing the videos on the Facebook or the Instagram or the Twitter
to get them
to the actual event? And that's what I really want to do a better job of this year. So like if you're watching the screen tonight, I had everybody that sent us a poster. We had Cloverdale up there. We had Gordyville up there. I had the Murfreesboro event up there. All those different events like that, because that's what it comes down to. Because the promoters, we need to do a better job of promoting the polls. So that's what I'm excited about for 2017. Hopefully we can encourage everybody to do all this. So
take a friend to a poll.
Take a friend to a poll.
I bet I told 1,000 people that this summer.
Take a friend to a poll. That's perfect.
If somebody's by themselves, why didn't you bring a friend?
Yep. Justin Bennett says Gordyville is tough on tires. Keep all 4 on the tractor. Yeah, that's the goal.
Yes.
We bent the front ones last year, but the tires are sharp for Gordyville. So
that'd be good.
Got to get after Bowsman on everybody.
Yeah.
Man, I looked at that list. You can't.
Oh my gosh.
Jason Hill keeps telling me you got to do a Gordyville prediction thing, like Miles does for Louisville, and I'm like, I need to get that done. But man, how would you?
I mean, we could try doing that for next. Oh, obviously, we would have to do it for next week.
I mean, I suppose we could get on it, but I mean, I would never ever want to pick it for my class.
No. Just like ESPN when they do their picks, whoever's like for so you can skip out of the 4-1s.
I can say I don't.
Even though you're announcing the other classes, but you don't have any stakes in those classes.
Yeah.
So
right. Just want to put on a good show for the fans. So
it's just your opinion. I mean, so it's not like
exactly.
So
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
Brandon, do you got anything before we let everybody go tonight?
I'm waiting for schedules to come out.
Brandon's waiting for schedules to come out for 2017.
Try to go a lot of different places, Southern Illinois, maybe Indiana.
Yep.
I've seen every organization in Wisconsin 3 times over last year, so I'm going to get out and do some different things this year.
Cool.
Meet up with Carl Downs.
Yep, Carl. I'll talk about Carl. We do have to play our song to round it out.
Oh yeah.
If you want to go find it, I think it's out in the desktop or it's in the Let's Grow polling folder. But Carl Downs did an amazing video cast with Frankenstein. What's that tractor called? Frankenstock. It is an amazing show. You talk about a good video cast. It's 57 minutes long. Yeah. He breaks it down for all you motorheads and an average fan.
This tractor is a piece of work.
Yep.
It's pieces of 20 different tractors. That's why they call it Frankenstock.
No, 100%. So.
Still working on Eddie Dice to get. I got to start getting on some people with OSTPA.
Get more cameras
on the track. So he's getting a Christmas present from me in the mail this week, Eddie Dice. So.
Cool. All right, so Ryan and I decided on Christmas Eve. Is that when we did that, or the 23rd?
I think Christmas Eve.
I was watching Anchorman 2, and I was like, I sense all the sarcasm. Like, let's make a video, and I called you up, and you and I sang "Flagman Got Ran Over by a John Deere."
Yes.
So we rewrote the words. My kids and I, my daughter Cameron, who's 10. My son Rory, who's a freshman, he's 14. We actually came up with "Flagman Got Ran Over by a John Deere," and you helped me. Put it together. So that's how we're gonna end the show. And as soon as you start that, I'll shut up. But thank you for all your support of the Beer Money polling team. And right now, what's out on the screen out there? Those are T-shirts that we're gonna have for sale at Gordyville. We partnered up with Drink Wisconsinably. Dion Bliss and Red Hoss Supply will have the official Gordyville shirts. The Remedy is on those as well. And we'll be teaming up with a couple different producers to buy our shirts online. There it is.
We still need the shirt that says "I lost my beer money to the Illinois Tollway."
I lost my beer money to the Illinois Tollway. That's what you said when you moved up to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I think the Indiana Tollway might be just as bad.
Indiana's third.
Well, he had 40-mile-an-hour wind and toll, so he lost gas and.
If you really go the whole I-90, then you really will.
Yep. Are we ready to play our video?
Yeah.
So, Capitol Records hasn't not called yet, Ryan.
Oh, darn. Really?
They haven't because they want to.
I thought this would make like the Grammy list.
You think we still don't give up? No. The Beer Money polling team fans can vote for us. So we'll let you go. Have a good night, everybody. See you next Monday.
And now we send it up live to our expert track analysis from Up in the Air. What do you see, Jason?
Well, here at the Richland County Fairgrounds in Richland Center, Wisconsin, the first ever Beer Money polling team Christmas Eve truck and tractor pull. We're excited, Ryan, to have everybody here today, but we're a little concerned about traction. Everybody's got to watch their step. We think that the pullers are going to have a good time, but to all our spectators and fans and tech officials, watch your step out there. We don't want anything bad to happen. Flagman got ran over by a John Deere, flagging at a pull on Christmas Eve. We know it might sound extremely crazy, but the Beer Money polling team believes he had been drinking too much Busch Light, and we begged him not to flag. He forgot his LED flags, stepped onto the polling track. We found him Christmas morning at the 300-foot mark. He had tire marks on his rear end and mobile oil on his back. Flagman got ran over by a John Deere, flagging at the pole on Christmas Eve. We know it might sound very crazy, but the Beer Money polling team believes. We're also proud of tech officials. They've been taking this so well. See them watching MAV TV and drinking beer with Larry Rich wine. It's just not polling without a flagman. We don't know when to go down the track, and we just can't help but wonder, should he have been at the end of the polling track? Polling track! Flagged over by a John Deere, flagging on the poll on Christmas Eve. We know it might sound completely crazy, but the Beer Money polling team believes Now the tires are inflated, and the front end is weighted right. The sled turns on the green light. The John Deere starts to slip the clutch. Fans are watching in the stands. Better watch out for yourselves. They should never give a license to a man who drives a green tractor and pulls a sled. Man got ran over by a John Deere, flagging at the pole on Christmas Eve. You know it might sound absolutely crazy, but the beer money pulling team believes. Flagman got ran over by a John Deere, flagging at the pole on Christmas Eve. We know it might sound really crazy, but the beer money pulling team believes. Merry Christmas, pullers, right?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. What do you think of our song? Hit the applause button, Ryan. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Beer Money Productions, baby. Honestly, we're sober, right?
Yes.
We're sober. Kind of.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We don't know. And now we send it up live to our expert track analysis from Up in the Air. What do you see, Jason?
Well, here at the Richland County Fairgrounds in Richland Center, Wisconsin, the first ever Beer Money Pulling Team Christmas Eve truck and tractor pull. We're excited, Ryan, to have everybody here today, but we're a little concerned about traction. Everybody's got to watch their step. We think that the pullers are going to have a good time, but to all our spectators and fans and tech officials, watch your step out there. We don't want anything